Prince Louis charmed the group with a cute gesture for his older sister on the royal family's own. Our old prince attended his first vacation provider at St. Mary Magdalene in Sandringham with the relaxation of the royal family's own circle of relatives. While Prince Louis held his fingers together with his mother Kate Middleton at the entrance to the church, he briefly fell at the back of his dad Prince William, elder brother Prince George, 9, and huge sister Princess Charlotte, 7, throughout the walkabout after, making for an adorable second while he ran to catch up. As visible in a now viral video clip shared to social media, Prince Louis cried out "Charlotte" and dashed to present his sister with a small bouquet, arm outstretched. A refrain of awe was echoed at some stage in the group as Prince William, 40, gently guided his youngest son along the paved path. The Prince and Princess of Wales added their 3 youngsters to the yearly Christmas provider at St. Mary Magdalene Church. Prince William and Kate Middleton's youngest child, Prince Louis, ran as fast as his huge sister, Princess Charlotte, to present her a candy gift earlier than attending the yearly Christmas church service. On Sunday, the 4-year-old and his older siblings, Charlotte, 7, and Prince George, 9, followed their mother and father on the fast stroll from Sandringham House to St. Mary Magdalene Church. They have been additionally joined through King Charles III and his spouse Camilla. As they made their way to the church, contributors of the general public accrued out of doors to greet the royal family and their circle of relatives. While Louis held his mother's hand at some stage in the majority of the stroll, he additionally had a candy interplay with his father and siblings. In one video shared by a fan on Twitter, Louis will be visible jogging toward William, Charlotte, and George, who have been on foot ahead of him. As he ran as far as his own circle of relatives, he screamed "Charlotte" earlier than handing her a bouquet of flowers. Well-wishers will be heard saying "oh" in reaction to Louis's candy gesture. William then patted the 4-year-old on his head and located his hand on his back earlier than they had persevered on foot with their group. In the comments of the video, enthusiasts applauded Louis and addressed the bond that the younger royals seem to have with each other. "I love how it's so apparent that healthy and close sibling and cousin bonds are nurtured within the own circle of relatives," one wrote, at the same time as any other stated. "Oh, Lulu is so cute." A 0.33 individual added. "I simply now watched it 10 times and may watch it 100 times more, so cute." The royal family's own circle of relatives strolls to and from the church at Sandringham turned into the primary time the subculture had been finished in 3 years because of the COVID-19 pandemic. This turned into additionally my own circle of relatives' first Christmas without Queen Elizabeth II, who died in September at age 96. During the performance, the national anthem was sung earlier than the primary hymn, "O Come, All Ye Faithful." Members of the general public who accrued outside the church listened to the provider because it turned into a performance over speakers. Members of the royal family's own circle of relatives then took the time to talk to a number of those who got here to peer them, such as Gemma Clark, who traveled together with her 72-year-old father Paul Clark from Long Sutton, Lincolnshire, and gave toys to George, Charlotte, and Louis. Clark, who turned into a wheelchair, stated it became really brilliant to fulfill William, Kate, and their children. On Sunday afternoon, the King's first Christmas speech turned into a broadcast as he paid tribute to his loved mother. Christmas is a particularly poignant time for absolutely everyone who's misplaced cherished ones. We sense their absence at each acquainted flip of the season and keep them in mind in every loved subculture, he stated. In the much-cherished carol "O Little Town of Bethlehem," we sing of how in thy darkish streets shineth the eternal mild. My mother's perception within the strength of that mild became an important part of her religion in God, but additionally her religion in people, and it smiles one that I percentage with my complete heart. I am status right here on this amazing chapel of St. George at Windsor Castle, so near to where my loved mother, the past due queen, is laid to rest with my pricey father, the king, 74, began. I am reminded of the deeply touching letters, playing cards, and messages that so many of you have dispatched to my spouse and myself, and I cannot give sufficient thanks for the affection and sympathy you've shown our complete circle of relatives. Receivered, saying, Christmas is a specially poignant time for absolutely everyone who's misplaced cherished ones. We sense their absence at each acquainted flip of the season and keep them in mind in every loved subculture. In the well-cherished carol O Little Town of Bethlehem, we sing of how in thy darkish streets shineth the eternal mild. My mother's perception inside the strength of that mild became an important part of her religion in God, but additionally her religion in people, and it smiles one that I percentage with my complete heart. It is a perception within the tremendous potential of everyone to touch, with goodness and compassion, the lives of others, and to polish a mild within the international community around them. This is the essence of our network and the very basis of our society, he stated. King Charles has large empathy for others experiencing loss, a former palace staffer instructed people beforehand of the vacation. We are so used to seeing the enduring pictures of the Queen leading her own circle of relatives to church on Christmas morning, the staffer stated. This year there could be a first-rate deal of mirrored image and sorrow. Thank you for watching till the end. Please share with us your thoughts in the comment section.